Yes.
Probably, but that's okay. It sounds okay. Oh, I forgot to bring my stand. Oh, I know how to do this. White's Brothers Shabbat pizza dinner. Big house sleeve treatment. Get a black one. Oh, okay. The dust is white. Oh, the dust is white. Get a white one. Oh, okay. It's fun color. Well, there's two. Oh. So do you want to borrow the hot plate? Okay, it'll only work with ferromagnetic pies though, so you'll have to. Okay, so an induction burner uses magnetic waves to heat up metal. So if it's not magnetic, then it doesn't work. You have like a fridge magnet. Oh, okay. I was just gonna say if a fridge magnet sticks to the pot, yeah, if it sticks to the pot, then it'll work with the. Yeah, but like an all aluminum pan won't work because it's not. I don't actually know. Like there needs to be enough iron to be magnetic. No, nothing happens. It doesn't conduct. It doesn't conduct. It won't work. Yeah. Yeah. So like the burner itself doesn't get hot. It uses electromagnetism to heat up the metal. So the burner doesn't get hot. Explaining induction. Only vaguely.
Can you do this one? Let us sing unto God a new song. Let us sing unto God a new song. La 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 la.
Adonai, Nariya Litzor Yishenu, Nekad Ma'av Etoda, B'Miro Nariya Lo, B'Miro Nariya Lo. God a new song. Let us sing unto God a new song. Ya la 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 ya la la la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Wow, what a beautiful way to welcome in Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
It is such a blessing to be here with all of you tonight in our Shabbat service, led by our Lador Vador teen band, newly minted. We are, of course, joined tonight by Lauren Alexander on vocals, Lily Pollender on the keys, Brennan Port on the drums, and honorary teen Jacob Weiss on the bass guitar. I'm Rabbi Michael Weiss.
I don't get to be an honorary teen?
Honorary teen Rabbi Joel
Or I guess
Simon.
maybe we're the Lador and they're the Vador.
Let's not think too hard about it.
Okay.
But of course, we are so happy to be here supporting and cheering on our teen band, myself, Rabbi Michael Weiss, Cantor Deborah Canizaro, who puts this whole thing together, and Rabbi Joel Simon, who will share some words of Torah with us tonight. We are also joined by our non-pulpit guest, Lou Port, our financial secretary representing our board. He's sitting in the congregation so that he can watch Brennan drum. And I bet that a lot of people are going to come up to him tonight after services and say, "Oh my God, you're Brennan's dad." It'll be really nice. We are so grateful to have everyone here in the sanctuary with us, filling our worship space with song and warmth and love. Thank you all for being here, and we are also so glad to welcome those of us participating from the small sanctuary of your own homes. And I do say participating, you're not a viewer, you are praying along with us, because when that happens, we will feel your presence here, feel your Shabbat spirit, and we hope that you let some of our Shabbat spirit fill your home. We are so grateful to have you with us as well. For those of you in the room, everything that you will need for the service will be on the screens here in the sanctuary. For those of you at home, everything that you need will be like down here just about, in the bottom thirds of your own screen. Here in the sanctuary, we have page numbers for anything that is from the prayer book. Feel free, if you're learning the prayers, if you're working on your Hebrew, if you just need something to keep your hands busy, to use our Mishkan Tefillah prayer book from the seat back in front of you. There are a lot of really wonderful things to get lost in, and it is okay if you're on a different page from other people in the room. As we go through our service, there are going to be times that we ask the congregation to rise. If that is physically uncomfortable, please feel free to remain seated. We know that you will be standing with us in your hearts. And for those of us in the sanctuary who have all kinds of different needs, and we all have needs, a lot of those needs can be met by our Shalom Station, which you can find out in the Schimberg Grand Foyer. It is right next to the side door here. There are large print prayer books, reading glasses, headphones for anyone with noise sensitivity, and of course we have our wonderful bags of quiet fidget toys for anyone who needs that to help them focus on our Shabbat experience. That is for people of all ages. I know sometimes all of us have a little bit of trouble paying attention because there's a lot to pay attention to during the week. And Shabbat is our time to turn our attention to our inner world, to nourish it and find rest and warmth. So, that being said, for those of you at home, feel free to get your candles ready because we are going to say our Shabbat candle blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
And if you are at home, feel free to get your Kiddush cup out. For those of us here, I encourage you to think of the wonderful, sweet things that are filling your Kiddush cup this week.
Let's all raise our cups together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pari hagafen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom tehillah lemikra'e kodesh zecher letziat Mitzrayim ki vanu v'harta ve'otanu kidashta b'kol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen. L'chaim.
L'chaim. Let's read together. May the door of this synagogue be wide enough to receive all who are hungry for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture. May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May this synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. We rise together in our places or in our hearts for the Baruch, our call to worship.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared?
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed Le'olam Va'ed. In the beginning, God rebelled against solitary existence with creation of stunning variety, which ancient words say was divine reflection. We are meant to be different. We are meant for connection. Love me, says God, and love each other. Remember, oneness does not mean same. So listen, Israel, to what you know best. In the beginning there is God. At the end there is God. And in between there is us with God. And that first breath joins us forever.
Upon your gate.
together. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands, marching together.
Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
We read responsively. Help us, O God, to lie down in peace, but teach us that peace means more than quiet.
Remind us that if we are to be at peace at night, we must take heed how we live by day.
Grant us the peace that comes from honest dealing, so that no fear of discovery will haunt our sleep.
Rid us of resentments and hatreds which rob us of the peace we crave.
Liberate us from enslaving habits which disturb us and give us no rest.
May we inflict no pain, bring no shame, and seek no profit by another's loss.
May we so live that we can face the whole world with serenity.
May we feel no remorse at night for what we have done during the day.
May we lie down in peace tonight and awaken tomorrow to a richer and fuller life together. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukkot shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people, Israel, and over Jerusalem. We rise now in our places or in our hearts for the Amidah.
Adonai sifatai tiftach, ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor V'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav lehoshia. Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem. Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim berofei cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, Umido melach, Melech meimid umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimacha kadosh, U'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
We are seated. Let us read together. God, keep my anger from becoming meanness. Keep my sorrow from collapsing into self-pity. Keep my heart soft enough to keep breaking. Keep my anger turned toward justice, not cruelty. Remind me that all of this, every bit of it, is for love. Keep me fiercely kind. Baruch atah Adonai, Amvarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. As we look out at the world around us and see so little kindness, so much cruelty, and as we offer our prayer for peace, a prayer that we offer at every service because we know that it is God's greatest gift to the world given through our hands, I hope that we can commit ourselves to creating more peace in the world, to being as kind as possible, even in the face of hate and cruelty, to ensure that we tip the balance of the world in favor of good, for we are told that the goodness or evil of the world can hinge on a single act. Ensure that all of our acts, we offer them that weight, that it can shift the balance to good. Let us sing together from the bottom of our souls.
Shalom Rab, O Yisrael Amcha, Nasim Leolam. Shalom Rab, O Yisrael Amcha, Nasim
as we ask for healing for our world through the gift of peace, we also ask for healing of each of us and our loved ones. We think of those ailing in mind, body, and spirit. We think of those suffering COVID-19 and its after effects. We think of those who feel lost, who lie in dark rooms of fear and despair. We think of the medical professionals who work so hard and give so much of themselves to take care of us and our loved ones. At this time, I invite you to think of anyone in your life in need of healing. Hold them tightly in your heart. And as we offer our prayer for healing, set the intention to in some way show them that you care about them on this Shabbat. A text, a call, an email, a fax. Let us have our hearts overflow with love and care as we offer Misha Berach. Take a moment now for our own prayers.
Adonai, my rock and my redeemer, Yehuda Ratzon Imrevi. Me'yon libi lefanecha, Adonai tzuri begoali, Adonai tzuri begoali.
So we don't applaud in services, but we have adopted the camp snap. So I think it would be appropriate for us to snap at this time for our Lador. They're pretty good, aren't they? Thank you for letting me sit in with you guys. I'm having fun. So our hope is, and this is still kind of a new thing, we had just gotten the teen band rolling in like the spring of 2020. So we're just bringing it back. This is a new generation of the Lador Vador teen band. And our hope is that this will become an evening when our teen band is playing that a lot of our B'nai Mitzvah kids come and a lot of our youth group kids come, and it really becomes kind of all of our services are open to everyone and kid-friendly and adult-friendly, but really a service kind of focused on our teens. Now, how many of you are a teen? Or feeling like one tonight? Good. How many of you were a teen? Good. How many of you are going to be a teen? Probably acting like you're a teen already. And we have some parents of some teens too, right? Did I get everyone in the room? Or were a parent of a teen? Or are going to be okay, you get the idea. So we all know that getting our teens to come to services is like the easiest thing to do ever, right? Or getting our teens to do any. Now, I am not a parent of a teen, although I like to think I'm a parent of like 80-some teens, or a quasi. But I am the parent of a 7-year-old who is beginning to think that she is a teenager. And I have a clip from a movie that I want to share that I think shows what it is like to ask a teenager to do just about anything. Now, it's from a movie. It's called Wet Hot American Summer. It's about Jewish summer camp, and this is a counselor. So at the intro, he kind of creates the situation, but then you'll see when he's asked to clean up what he does. Let's see if this works. Are we good to go? Okay.
Andy? You gonna clean that up?
Oh, yeah, I will. I don't have time right now.
Clean it up and come to my office for the meeting.
I gotta...
Did that about sum it up? Yeah. So, so in this week's Torah portion, we are getting ready to build the Mishkan, to build the tabernacle, this portable temple that is going to follow the Israelites through the wilderness. And God says to the people through Moses, I'm going to need all of these things. Now, I actually talked about this a few weeks ago, because where did the Israelites get the gold and silver and all of these cloths? And these are the things that they borrowed from the Egyptians as we were leaving Egypt. But you'd also like to think that the Israelites got all of these treasures and were excited about them. And now they're being asked to give them up to the temple. So if I were to say, as part of the temple fundraising drive right now, anyone who has nice jewelry in, or really whatever's in your wallets, just come on up and leave it on the bima. Right? Now, what if I said, only those whose heart is so moved? And that's what Moses says. God didn't want people to give to the tabernacle, to give these things like we just saw Paul Rudd's character. Right? God didn't want this temple built from things that people didn't want to give, from people who were begrudgingly doing what they were asked to do. And it makes sense. And if everything we did, we said only those who really want to do it should do it, well, a lot of our teens would not be doing very much that we want them to do. And honestly, a lot of us wouldn't be doing what we need to do. Right? Imagine if we have some accountants in the congregation, not looking at anyone. What if you got a letter from the IRS that said, well, anyone whose heart is so moved should pay their taxes this year? How many of us would pay our taxes? Right? So in this giving of the tabernacle, God gives us the ideal. And the ideal is that we would be doing everything because we really want to. But Maimonides understood. Maimonides was a teacher from the 12th century, beginning of the 13th century. And he created what's called the ladder of tzedakah. And in the ladder of tzedakah, you'll see at the bottom rung of the levels of which we can give, is give less than you're able to give, and give, this says, grumpily. I like that word. Now here's the question, though. Maimonides is saying that this is still a rung of the ladder, so it's still giving tzedakah. It's still a good thing, even if you do less than you're able to do, and you do it not wanting to do it. It's still a good thing. But what Maimonides teaches us is that we can do better. Right? So there's another rung. Giving less than you're able, but being nice about it. Right? Wanting to do it would have been another translation. Right? Giving only when you're asked, and giving even before you're asked. And then going on to levels of anonymity, and then we all know the top rung is teaching someone how to fish rather than giving them fish. But I think what Maimonides shows us is that the way perhaps that we learn to want to do something is sometimes by being nudged to do it. I'm not going to use the word forced. I'll leave that up to each parent on their own. Or maybe even saying, yes, you're going to come to services, but there are cookies after, and cake, and we don't have Hamantashen yet. Next week we'll have Hamantashen. So even though we wish that we could all be like the Israelites, doing everything before we're asked, doing it with our full hearts, giving the best of what we have just because we want to, that's our goal. But doing it because we're told, doing it even when we don't want to, and even for those parents who see their kids really letting you know that they don't want to do something, it still has the potential to be a good thing. And a lot of that is the attitude that we give to it. Right? When we, as the role models, are going with a full heart, are doing those things that we're supposed to do and setting that model of Maimonides' higher rungs, right? Then our kids start to follow that. And when they do it with us, hopefully they're more excited about it too. And then for those of us who don't have kids, for those of us who are just thinking of all of those things that we do because we have to do them, how much nicer is it to do those things when we allow ourselves to at least not be grumpy about them? So as we think about the tabernacle that we are all building with every day of our life, let us think about what it means to approach each day with a full heart, to give with our whole heart, and to create that temple of love, to create that answer to hate with giving of what we care about, giving to others, giving to those we don't know, giving to those in need, creating that temple of love. And one day we pray, that temple of love spreading throughout the world, creating a world of love and peace, as we say, Amen. Lou, I expect you to give these announcements not because you have to, but because in your heart you want to.
It should be known that I signed up, so it was already in my heart. Good evening and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Oop, I lost my thing here. I'm Brennan's dad. And on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome everyone to Congregation Schaarai Zedek. And a big, big thanks to our teen band for leading our music tonight so beautifully. I'm not biased at all, but you guys truly, truly do rock. So thank you, and well done. At Schaarai Zedek, we are very proud of the variety of programs we offer. Events for the upcoming week can be found inside your service handout and in this week's e-news, which can also be viewed on our website, www.zedek.org. For those live streaming tonight's services, we welcome you and hope that you'll visit our website to view upcoming events. So again, whether you're in our sanctuary or joining us from the warmth of your home, we're so glad you're with us tonight, and we hope to see you again soon. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Lou. And as we talk about the model we set for our kids by giving because our hearts are so moved, not only is Brennan's dad a member of our Board of Trustees, but Lily's mom is a member of our Board of Trustees, and Lauren's mom is a past president of our sisterhood, also a past member of our Board of Trustees, and is being installed as the president of the Women of Reform Judaism Southeast District in 3 weeks. So,
And we have the brother of our rabbi.
and our our honorary teen, who is also helping run our teen band, is the son of a rabbi and an educator and the brother of our Rabbi Weiss. So we don't have to be rabbis and temple board members to set those examples, but this is a nice,
Really nice.
So now we rise either in our places or in our hearts as we join with Cantor Canizaro in Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach Adon hakol, latei gedula liotzer b'reishit, shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, v'gor aleinu kecho hamonam, va'anachnu korim, u'nishachavim u'modim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai, v'melech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yiyeh Adonai echad, u'shmo echad.
You may be seated. The light of life is a finite flame. Like the Shabbat candles, life is kindled, it burns, it glows. It is radiant with warmth and beauty, but soon it fades, its substance is consumed, and it is no more. In light we see, in light we are seen. The flames dance and our lives are full, but as night follows day, the candle of our life burns down and gutters. There's an end to the flames. We see no more and are no more seen, yet we do not despair. For we are more than a memory slowly fading into the darkness. With our lives we give life. Something of us can never die. We move in the eternal cycle of darkness and death, of light and life. On this Shabbat, we remember all those who came before us, those of our loved ones who we've lost, those who gave to us with a full heart because their hearts were moved, inspiring us to live our best as we remember them. Remember those who have recently been laid to rest, those for whom we are in a period of Shloshim. Morris Solomon, Cindy Hunter, Michael Roth, Joe Parada, Joseph Hochstadt, Brenda Barron, Ross Herbert Lewis, David Bozick, and Noah Klein, and Lawrence Holtzberg. We also remember those whose yahrzeit, the anniversary of whose passing, occurs at this time. Carl Altschuler, Sidney Appel, Dolly Atkins, Rudy Bachna, Nathan Bass, Sue Becker, Alan Beer, Ann Bernstein, Margie Bernstein, Evelyn Blackburn, Helen Block, Harold Borkoff, Renee Bucksbaum, Phyllis Beyer, Linda Etroff, Rose Ellis, Bernard Epstein, Donna Fabricant, Rose Feinberg, Helen Fogel, Erwin Garten, Hermione Gellens, Paul Gellens, Raymond Gilbert, Dora Goldberg, Irving Goldstein, Max Heller, Erwin Hoffman, Lillian Hoffman, Myrna Hoffman, Doris Hyman, Ted Jacobs, Sonia Jarshinsky, Stanley Crone Jr., Petey LaFuente, B. Laterman, Siegfried Levy, Helen Latowski, Barry Medjbo, Charlotte Mendelson, Eunice Malkley, Dorothy Nesbitt, Michael Palmer, Marlene Pascal, Samuel Paris, Martin Polikow, Kathy Pollock, Jerry Radin, Sam Root, Saul Rosenfeld, Susan Salzer, Ted Sheriff, Jack Schwartz, Sophie Schwartz, Celia Schwartzbach, Albert Siegel, Hannah Simon, Herbert Singer, Milton Solomon, Joseph Teachman, Jeffrey Weinberg, Joseph Wexler, Byron Winner, Betty Wolf, and Jean Yap. You remember them as we remember all of our loved ones who are no longer with us, who, though unmentioned, are always in our hearts. Zichronam livracha, may their memory always be a blessing. As we rise, joining together in Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'vyomechon, v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, v'agala u'vizman kariv imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. Yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal. Shemei dekudasha barichu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemayim. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromam, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, as we say together, amen. You may be seated, except for any of our young people, anyone 18 and under whose heart is so moved to come up and lead us in the motzi. We are bribing you with challah. Brandon, you can hold this for me. Come on up. Let's move away from the candles. There we go. Avery, you want to come up? No? Okay. So we'll sing together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. So you can each take a piece to go back. And for those who didn't want to come up, the challah will be out at our own Erev Shabbat too. So again, a special thank you to our teen band. These guys really do come because their hearts are so moved. I don't think any of you are forced to be doing this, and it really is. You are forced? No, okay. And it really is wonderful, and it shows. So it is often our custom to rise for our closing song if you're comfortable and feeling it. And again, this is not a concert. This is all of us joining. And this song is so great because it's a repeat after me song. So Lauren is going to sing the first part, and we're all going to repeat after and then join together in the chorus. Sorry, I need to get my guitar. Okay.
Open my eyes. I will not look away. I will not look away. I will use this gift I've been given every day. I will give up myself. I will give up myself. I will reach out my hand. I will reach out my hand. I will use this heart I've been given to take a stand. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. Change the world. I will fight for the truth. I will fight for the truth. I'll stand up for what's right. I'll stand up for what's right. I will use the strength I've been given to be alive. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. Change the world. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asanu b'tselem Elohim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asanu b'tselem Elohim.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Hey, guys. Wow. Wow. You should all feel very, very, very good.
Very, very nice.
I know. Next time.
Thank you. It's really beautiful.
Really.
בתפארת במקדשו, בתפארת במקדשו, בתפארת במקדשו, בתפארת במקדשו, בתפארת במקדשו, בתפארת במקדשו, בתפארת במקדשו.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim. Ushmor Zetenu Uvoenu Lechayim Ushalom Me'ata ve'ad olam.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom,
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu
Eloheinu leshalom,
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu
Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom,
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, v'hamidenu malkeinu
I just had to tell you, when I was lost I found you as a refuge. So let me in, cause I just wanna be close to you. Today is the day, so live it up, up, up and away. Fly high over all that you have made, and I will praise your name. Congregation Schaarai Zedek. Swing right open, and I will run through. Be set my mind to. What nobody expected, but the stone that the builders rejected has become the most important piece. So you will hear from me, Pete Holy, Schaarai Zedek, open for me, honestly, pull the gates wide, let them swing right open, and I will run through Pete Holy. Holy, Schaarai Zedek, avovam odea. Open for me, honestly, pull the gates wide, let them swing right open, and I will run through Pete Holy.
Oseh shalom bimroma, uyaseh shalom aleinu. 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 Ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru amen. Oseh shalom bimroma, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Shalom bimroma, uyaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimroma, aleinu, useh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imeru. Amen. Bring peace, bring love, bring peace. Oh, bring
There is a past in every portrait, and there is a truth in every tale, and all the days that came before us are as the wind upon our sails.
There is a forest in every father as he stands amidst the wild. There is a mountain in every mother, her sturdy force of heart and mind. The door of Ador Nagi, God Lecha. The light in us shines on and on. The door of Ador Nagi, God Lecha. Time may pass, but it's never gone. There is no story without a sadness, and not a life without love. When we look back to the days that have passed us, we hold on to the lights above. There is a dream.
There is a dream
In every daughter,
in every daughter.
there is a song.
There is a song in
In every song, is all our
As
tears
all our tears
are made of water.
made of water.
There is a home from which we come.
The door of Ador Nagi,
God Lecha. The light in us shines on and on.
the door of Ador Nagi, Ana na 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 Adonai. Ana na 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 Sfatai tiftach. Ana na 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 Ufi yagid Tehilatecha. Ana na 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 Adonai. Ana na 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 Sfatai tiftach. Ana na 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 Ufi yagid Tehilatecha. Ana na 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 Adonai. Ana na 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 Sfatai tiftach. Ana na 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 Ufi yagid Tehilatecha.
Dodi, diddy dum diddy likrat kala, diddy dum diddy penne Shabbat nekabela. Diddy dum diddy lecha dodi, diddy dum diddy likrat kala, diddy dum diddy penne Shabbat nekabela. Lecha, lecha dodi, dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala, penne, penne Shabbat, Shabbat penne Shabbat nekabela. Zachor b'dibur echad hishmianu el ha'meyuchad Adonai echad hu shemo echad l'shemo letiferet